like that McKenna Grace's character was possessed because I'm tired of seeing her in every movie now.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy living in fear of animatronics every day. It's Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck E. Cheese scarred me for life.
Speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, in third chair today we got the boy who still isn't allowed in Chuck E. Cheese. It's Ryan.
What's going on?
Oh, looky here. We finally got all three chairs full again. Wow.
The boys are back.
We're not playing the song because it's copyrighted.
I just got back from Chuck E. Cheese. That's why I'm here.
All right, boys. We got another Blockbuster boy returning to what we reviewed 2 years ago with Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, as a warning, we're going to be talking about spoilers in this review. So if you want to see the movie, go watch it and return to the podcast. You've been warned. Sorry for stealing your line today, Jeremy.
Yeah, you got it before I could even... Quick on the draw today, Cody.
Yep. Now, flashback. All three of us thoroughly enjoyed the first movie. But here we are 2 years later in the second one. So, before we get started, what were your theater experiences like?
I saw it twice in theaters, to be honest. All in the same week. They're pretty full. Good experiences. The second time I saw it, people actually legitimately clapped at the end of it.
Fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
I saw it once in the theater, a 7 evening showing. I usually go in the day to save money, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Lots of people there seemed to really enjoy it. Nobody clapped.
Yeah, I didn't get any clappers either.
There's a lot of clappers at my theater for some reason. I don't know. Happy-go-lucky people, I suppose.
Or you're just in the loony area.
Yeah, they could. No, that's the other theater that I used to go to. We won't even talk about that. That's where I saw Barbie.
But for me, I did my usual 2 o'clock, 4:50, got stuck in traffic and missed the first couple minutes of the movie. But the theater was like 80% full, and 90% of those 80% were teenagers. But, I mean, that's kind of to be expected out of a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was the same thing the second time I went. It was nothing but teenagers. And they fucking talked the entire movie, and I was sitting so many rows away from them I could hear them crystal clear.
Shocking.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Did you get a lore lesson, though, Jeremy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I did, but still. Otherwise, I would have been yelling at him.
All right. Anyways, Jeremy, what were your first thoughts on the movie?
Well, I was on the fence if I was going to like it as much as the first one. I know I was on the fence if I was going to like the first one at all. I was pleasantly surprised by this movie.
Interesting. Ryan, what about you? First thoughts?
I liked it, except still, not much of a jump scare guy. I liked it, not as much as the first one, though.
All right.
I liked it for the most part.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I missed hearing that.
All right. Sorry, Jeremy, but you're the odd boy out today.
Yeah, I said I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't say if I liked it more yet.
I think the first movie was better. I felt like the character development in this one wasn't as strong as the first one. And this movie quickly focused more on the animatronics, and it was basically Toy Chica, the movie.
Yep, pretty much.
Sorry, Freddy, you're in the back seat today.
Yeah, what the hell? You had to put the mask on in the back? That's like benching Chucky at Chuck E. Cheese's. Ryan knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, believe me.
But yeah, it's, like I said, not as good as the first one. Now, I mean, on that topic, Ryan, is that your main complaint, is there really wasn't much characterization or character development?
You're right. It was kind of Toy Chica the movie. And one other thing that we'll hit on later.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, you're right. It was mostly Megan Fox. I mean, Toy Chica the movie.
Actually, that transitions us into the next segment. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Megan Fox voices Toy Chica, and since it's a Toy Chica the movie, Five Nights at Toy Chica's, what do we think about Megan Fox as Toy Chica?
Yeah, she was all right. I'm just not a huge Megan Fox person.
I'm
Ryan?
going to say the same thing that most guys say about her now after she entered her 40s. Yeah, she was all right.
That's the point I'm at. She was solid for one Transformers movie. Let's put it that way.
I remember whenever it got announced that she was going to be voicing Toy Chica, the main complaint was, are you familiar with the controversy with Mortal Kombat 1 with her?
I'm not, but I would love to be
No.
enlightened.
Okay, she voiced like the vampire chick in Mortal Kombat 1. What's the character's name? Like Nintara or something.
Mhm.
Kitana?
No, Nintana. It's something like it's a completely forgettable character in like Deadly Alliance that they brought back for Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, it's like a vampire from like Outworld, but the meme going around was her performance was so fucking bad in that game. Like they could have grabbed someone off the street that would have done better than her. Very robotic. And then we get around to Five Nights at Freddy's too. It's like, yeah, she makes a good toy chica, very robotic.
Fits the part.
Perfect. This is a weird digression, but that just reminded me of a story I just heard. Do you know of a video game that Peter Dinklage voiced? And he did so bad that they canned him.
It was Destiny 1, right?
Was it?
Yeah, he was Oracle thingy in Destiny 1. Or what was it? I forget what they're called, but the little floating robot that's your companion. He voiced that.
The dog from Mega Man?
Let's rush. Anyways, what the hell were we
Good to be
talking about?
We got on to bad voice actors.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. This is your first time listening. All right. Anyways, Jeremy, smash or pass Megan Fox?
Pre
No, like now.
God damn it! I mean, I'd still smash.
Okay, Ryan.
I'm actually gonna pass.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Well, I'm a bit of a sleut, if you will.
I mean, I'd still fuck her, even though she's like 40, an old lady now. So I'll take a smash. Next question: smash or pass? Toy Chica.
Pass. Hard pass.
Fighting the urge to say smash, but I'm gonna say pass.
Yeah, a little fun fact: there's a lot of it porn on the internet of Toy Chica, so I'd be careful.
Doesn't surprise me.
Google imaging that. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Next question, Jeremy. Toy Chica wearing a Nazi uniform.
Pass.
No.
I ain't smashing.
You're lying there. No, you like Nazi furries.
Oh my god. My poor Steam inbox. What have you done, Cody? What have you done?
It's Christmas time. We'll talk about it more in Boys Talk Shop here. All right. Jeremy, name some things you liked about the movie.
I like the horror element. Like, I felt like it was actually a legitimate scary movie versus the first one. First one had a ton of character development. Like you boys have already hit on. There wasn't really any character development in this one.
Hold on.
I'm
going to interrupt right here. There was character development at the very, very start. Because if you remember
with Charlotte.
Well, not Charlotte, but like I'm talking to Abby. Because if you remember in the first movie, like Abby's kind of a like outcast because she was quiet and everything. And then at the beginning of this movie, he's like, "Oh, she's making friends, mostly because she almost got killed in Freddy's."
Okay, fair, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And other than that, they're just it's literally just them setting up like Charlotte and the marionette, and then at the very end, they're prepping for like future movies.
Which I genuinely like that about this movie. They were setting it up for okay, I get this is kind of the in-between movie. They're setting it up for future movies to keep the franchise going. I respect it, but I did like that they added more horror elements to it. And the marionette was fucking terrifying.
Oh, I loved what they did with the marionette in this movie.
I absolutely loved it. But it fell short in character development. The comedy was on par with the first one, so I like that enough. Also, I do like the comeuppance.
What comeuppance? Some robots getting destroyed?
Yeah, where you briefly see the animatronics kill the possessed animatronics, or controlled animatronics, I should say, by the marionette.
We'll talk.
They were controlled. She can possess, but she can possess humans, but she can control robots.
Yep. Now, Ryan, I know you mentioned jump scares. There are a lot more jump scares in this movie than the first one. Like I remember the first one, it was like most of the jump scares like small little balloon boy things. But this movie has like a way better like horror tone to it.
Oh, one thing I absolutely loved, Foxy's hum. His little tune that he does when he shows up at the end.
That's actually in the game, if I remember right.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I mean the important thing. So here's an important thing to state. So with the video game, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was a prequel, and the movie it's a sequel.
But we get that little flashback.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. The flashback we see where Charlotte gets killed that happened in 1982. It's mentioned in the movie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 takes place in 87, and this location's still active. I don't think Scott Cawthon created like Charlotte's character till like the third game. I think you got to remember like he was pumping these games out like really quickly. I think the first 3 games came out within a year of each other.
Yeah, they came out too quick for me to like get on the bandwagon. Then I was like, well, there's already a bunch of them. Oh wait,
I got on the bandwagon right away, and then I played the first 2 because they came out really quickly, and then third one I was like, okay, I'm not completing these games, so I'm not gonna buy a third one. So every once in a while, I'll read the wiki or something. The important thing with the movies is they're setting up new characters, and they kind of twist around the lore to actually make it fit. Now that there's more of an established lore to it, which if I remember, whenever the second game first came out, like the big questions were like what the hell the marionette was, because the game really didn't explain that, but they eventually did, and this movie is like full of. I mean, well, one of the things this movie is full of is lore, which I mean you got a mouthful or an earful of it during your theater experience.
yes, I did. They kept me up to date.
Anyways, Ryan, name some things you liked about the movie.
Mine were more the technical stuff. I like the cinematography, the lighting in most of the shots. I like that McKenna Grace's character was possessed because I'm tired of seeing her in every movie now. I like that Matthew Lillard came back. Screw you, Tarantino.
Who's him? Who's he? Is he Shaggy?
William Afton.
Oh, Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy.
Yeah, okay. God, he got an easy paycheck. He barely had to do anything in this movie.
He got a super easy paycheck.
I was thinking that like today. It's like
he had to show up for a nightmare.
That I will complain about the movie a little bit with the nightmare. So in one scene, Vanessa, who was like the cop in the first movie, if you people don't remember the first movie, she was Afton's daughter. She's not Afton's daughter in the like video games, but like I didn't remember like the nightmare therapy thing from like the first movie at all. So I kind of got lost during that segment. I remembered after like listening to our first review again. I think if they would have had a little bit of an explanation, re-explaining the nightmare therapy before that, I think it would have been a way better scene.
That's fair.
So Ryan, I gotta ask too, how many times did you jump from the jump scares?
Yeah, I was curious about this as well.
Pretty much all of them.
All right, sure. The marionette was terrifying in this movie.
That was the big one I remember. Like I knew the fucking jump scare was coming. I was going jump scare. God damn it! I still jumped. Whenever those 3 like ghost hunters go into like Freddy's and the marionette gets the one girl, like that's the one that I remember the most. Cause like, damn it, that one got me good.
And I watch a lot of scary movies with my friend. A lot. This one still freaked me out with the marionette. It wasn't bad. Like I wasn't jumping all over the place, but it's still creepy as hell.
I think the reason the marionette works is like aside from like the whole like mime aesthetic that it has, it's really flexible. Do you catch my drift? What I mean by that?
You're afraid of flexibility?
No, like when chicks are flexible, I can tell you that.
Okay,
think of it like Slender Man, where like Slender Man's like really tall, and you think like with a marionette, it's able to move it, like really move its legs and arms around.
Old Slender Man.
Like spooky tall man. I think that's why like the marionette is horrifying. I'm trying to think because like, are there any like really big like animatronic jump scares that got me? I think the Mangle got me once.
Which one was the Mangle?
The movie didn't explain it that well, but the Mangle is like the official name of like the toy version of Foxy.
Oh, okay. God damn it, broccoli hair kids! You didn't fill me in on that one.
I thought you'd know. Yeah, the game's always referred to as the Mangle instead of Toy Foxy, and that's gonna be like one of my biggest complaints about the movie is the movie. Like I've already said, the since this is Toy Chica, the movie like focuses completely on her, then a little bit on the marionette, and then like every other animatronic is background
Si-
noise, pretty much.
yeah, I was gonna say side railed, basically.
Like even like the like original versions of the animatronics that are attacking Mike, and whenever he's in like the security room and have to do the mask thing.
I was gonna ask, was that in the game?
Yes,
Okay.
that was like the most referential thing to the game in the entire movie.
I had a gut feeling it was.
Yeah. I was like laughing, whatever. It's like, okay, where's the door to this place? Like, the Vanessa's like, there's no door. It's like, who designed this place? That was like the main mechanics of the game is like this time you don't have doors, so you got two vents coming in on each side, and you've got the front door.
Okay, so Bonnie coming through the vent was another reference.
That yes, but Bonnie was actually the hardest one to deal with in the game
That's what I've heard.
because
I heard it was that and then Foxy.
yes. Hold on, let me explain. So the mask protected you against everything except for Foxy and the marionette. You had to get on the security cameras and wind the music box for the marionette, and then that kept it out of your hair. But you had to keep micromanaging that. Then mask, if anything got in the room, you had a little bit of time to put it on, except for like the withered version of Bonnie, which you had the splittest of seconds to put that damn thing on, or it would just rip it off. Now you think is like, so all I gotta do is wind the music box and keep the mask on. Well, that's an easy game. Well, Foxy, you had to be flashing the flashlight in the hallway in front of you, and that would scare him off.
To be fair, that whole box thing pissed me off when towards the end. I'm not really spoiling anything, but when the animatronics are there or about to show up, Mike scares off the marionette with the box and then just shuts it off.
Oh, I mean, you saw what happened. The thing wasn't done yet.
Oh yeah, because he shut it
Cliffhanger.
off like a dumbass.
Cliffhanger.
Like, oh yeah, this thing scared this demon away. Let me just shut it back off.
You're trying to find logic with ghosts and killer animatronics.
All right, fair.
Ryan, what are your complaints with the movie?
Pretty much what I don't know. I feel.
I
honestly, I
said
feel
Ryan,
like
not
it's just
Jeremy.
Oh.
No, Jeremy, go ahead then.
I just feel like it's too much of an in-between movie, just a setup movie. Like they had to tie up some loose ends and then get started for the third. That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, especially when they're getting back into the meat and potatoes of it.
Mhm.
I mean, 'cause it's. I think this movie was kind of hard to do since the game's actually a prequel, and I don't even know how they're gonna do the third movie. They're just gonna keep Mike and Abby.
Well, we do know who's back.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get to the end because they've actually set up like 3 different games at the very end. Anyways, Ryan, I said Ryan, not Jeremy. Name some things you didn't like about the movie.
Jump scares.
Jump scares, for one.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, that's just part of the territory. How to say this without sounding. I didn't like that it focused so much on Megan Fox. And I'm mostly, can we talk about Kitty Afton? Yeah,
You talk about Michael.
yeah, Sonny Boy.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really. This is just maybe just me being surly, but I'm just really tired of the trope of the new bad guy is the son who's going to carry on the legacy of murdering the balls out of you. I'm over it. Maybe that's just me.
Well, I mean, that's
Fair.
kind
I
of,
mean, fair.
that's kind of what they're setting up. The games did different because Mike. Okay, so in the games, the Mike, like main character Mike, he's not a character that exists as far as I know. Instead, you're playing Michael, which is the son, and he's the security guard in 1. I can't remember if he's 3. I know he's not in 4. He's not in 2, and then he's in Sister Location and Pizzeria Simulator. So he's like the character you're actually playing, trying to survive. Like I said, they've kind of rewritten a whole bunch of the lore for the movie yeah, between the movies and the games. But he's just kind of, what'd you think about his come up, Miss Ryan?
Sure, why not?
Just gets freaking clotheslined, and we don't know what happens next.
Yeah, that was disappointing for me.
They really didn't establish his like villain arc very well.
So,
Yep.
so did you say Michael Afton is the main character of the games?
Yes, the security guard you're playing. Okay, so let me explain the families for you. We got the two dad characters. We got William Afton, like the main villain in the first movie, in the spring Bonnie outfit. He has three kids. If I'm right, the oldest one's a daughter named Elizabeth. She was killed by Circus Baby. Became that animatronic. The middle child is Michael, which is the villain in this movie, and then the youngest child is just referred to as a crying child because what happened in it was around 82 was there was another Freddy's location and Michael would bully the youngest son and he ended up grabbing that kid and like give Freddy a kiss and then the Freddy animatronic bit him caved his head in and that young kid is like the main character you're playing in 4 and that kid's like in a coma and apparently dying from the bite. Then Vanessa, she's like I said, she was introduced in like one of the newer games, Security Breach, and as far as we know, she's not related to anyone. And then the second family is if you saw the post credit scene, it's not only that, so when Mike went and talked to that dad that was putting up the flyers, he was Charlotte's dad, but he runs like the sister location, and he was Afton's like partner that was creating like all the robotics. So there's your lore. Jeremy, did you hear all this lore already?
I heard some of it. I'm filling in the blanks as we speak. Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, the whole Michael thing was just done poorly in this movie because was Afton trying to kill him originally? I don't know. Because like Afton kills Charlotte at the start, and that's like it. Literally, the lore was Charlotte was his first victim, and then she possessed the marionette because she loved that animatronic thing, wireless thing, so much.
Kids love creepy toys.
I mean, kids love anime. I hated like the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics when I was a kid.
We spoke about this in my PTSD with that rat these days. It's terrifying looking.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese doesn't do animatronics nowadays.
Well, this was, I don't know, 10 years ago when I last went.
Jeremy, you're a grown ass man. Why were you at a Chuck E. Cheese?
With my cousin and his son.
Oh, okay.
I was drinking a beer, goddammit.
Okay.
Doing what I do best.
Kind of sussy for a moment.
I'm not there for the pizza. I'll tell you that much.
No one's there for the damn pizza.
That pizza sucked. How did I like that shit as a kid? Good grief.
Yeah, they just didn't establish Michael as a good villain or his motives, like trying to get. I don't know why he has control over the animatronics at the end. There's zero comeuppances. He just gets clotheslined and that's it. Then we get into the three like coming in the next movies. Ryan, were you happy with the comeuppances? Otherwise,
the whole 30 seconds.
No, I prefer the comeuppances from other older movies.
Okay, yeah. While I enjoyed the final battle thing, it was just like really quick. It was over too quickly, and like I said, the toy animatronics they don't, other than Chica, they don't get very much screen time. But yeah, if we're gonna do Fix It Boys, I mean that's it. Michael needs to be a better developed character instead of Marionette and Toy Chica.
Agreed. There's our Fix It Boys for the day.
That's all I can say.
Seriously.
All right, I will ask the general question. Jeremy, what was your favorite scene?
I'm gonna be kind of generic and say I did love it when the animatronics showed up and killed the old animatronics, especially when Foxy out that one through the window.
Yeah, that final fight was probably my favorite. I also like whenever the mango was on the car.
I was gonna say that is a strong second because that was just a fun scene.
Yeah, I wish more of the movie was like that, but
I do too.
It really wasn't.
There was a lot of in between and a lot of filler.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about like all the filler, like the science.
This whole movie was filler, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it goes back to like no character development with Abby, where she's reverting back to these animatronics are my friends, and she brings like Toy Chica to the science fair, and then Ryan, at least the science teacher got some comeuppances, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
At least Newman got some comeuppances.
So this goes back to the beginning.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Was that Gabe Knightley?
Wayne Knight?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
I did not recognize him. Wow.
I recognize him right away, and as Nedry.
That guy, Nedry, gets some comeuppances.
Good old Jurassic Park reference there.
I think we've all had that kind of teacher in our lives.
Yeah, mine was my mom.
Well, you were homeschooled, Jeremy.
I know. I had one teacher, so it had to be mom. Sorry, mom.
Brother, it's just a fucking science fair. Did you fucking fail a kid over this shit? But by the way, why the hell was there a Freddy Fest in town, or Fazbear Fest, or whatever it was?
That's
Yeah,
my biggest question.
Why are they celebrating this thing?
Yeah, because like I kind of got the idea that they said is like the only reason this thing's going on is Abby was going around talking about like the animatronics. Is like, really, that's enough to start like a huge festival?
Oh, there's festivals for everything these days.
I guess that explains why the town got mad at me when I suggested my John Wayne Gacy carnival idea.
That's the big thing. It's like, really, the cops weren't going around sweeping these places, which are full of like corpses and shit.
No, it just gets brushed under the rug, apparently.
Yeah, we just didn't talk about the middle of the movie because there's like not much to it. It's like science fair. That's it.
There seriously isn't.
Like just the beginning and the end. I mean, you could say it's like a filler between the next movies, and trust me, there's definitely gonna be more movies. The box office I see is 180 right now. The budget on it was like 36, between 36 and 51. And you remember the first movie made like 300 million, so they can still pump out another 4 or 5 movies.
Oh yeah, which we will probably see.
Why the hell did they release this during Christmas and rather than Halloween?
They're probably scared of the competition, to be honest. But there wasn't that much competition for Halloween.
It was like Tron Ares.
Yep.
The scariest movie of all this year.
We'll talk. We'll talk about it during our first ever year-end review. Don't worry, we have plenty to say. But yeah, whenever we get to the end, we're setting up for 3 different movies. So first off, you see Afton getting like I don't know if you call it resurrected. He's ghost in the. He's basically become Springtrap. It's like he was the villain in the 3rd game, where he's out possessing the rotted out animatronic. Then we see the marionette. Jeremy said the music box is turned off, so the marionette possesses Vanessa. And I think they're setting up for Vanny in the Insecurity Breach with her. And then the 3rd one you probably wouldn't catch, and that's during the nightmare scene whenever Vanessa's hiding in Afton's workshop. And she's hiding behind the clothes. She looks over and that like clown animatronic's looking at her. That was
that one.
Yeah, that was Circus Baby. So they're probably also setting up for sister location, especially with like the post credit scene had like the dad on the calling machine calling Mike. So there you go. There's your 3 separate villains they're setting up for, and we don't know what the hell happened to Michael after he got clotheslined. So. Did they call the police? Officer, there's a fruitcake with some animatronics at my house.
Police don't seem to do much in that town.
Oh, I mean, Vanessa's the police. Her dad's a serial killer. She said they're like hiding stuff. Like, oh, by the way, this girl got murdered there, and I have to keep this music box going to keep her ghosts satisfied. What the hell, lady?
Right?
There was like the whole argument. It's like, were you trying to fix me? Okay, guys at home, you cannot fix her. Stop it. No.
There is some crazy that you just can't fix.
Jeremy, you stick your dick in crazy. Stop it.
Yeah, it's gotten me in trouble multiple times. Still haven't learned my lesson.
All right. Anyways, Jeremy, I'm past topic on to you.
Boys, I don't have much to say about this movie other than, okay, let's go back to the beginning. I said I was pleasantly surprised. Did I think it was better than 1? No. Did I enjoy the hell out of it? For the most part, yes, because I eat this content. There was a lot of dry spots in this movie, but I did like some of the elements that we've already discussed.
Fair enough.
That's
Ryan?
really all I got to say about this.
Ryan, past topic on to you.
I really got nothing else. I think we covered it all.
All right. Jeremy, got any other final thoughts besides those?
Not really, other than it's worth the watch. This is not a movie that I'm going to be rewatching all the time, even though I saw it twice in theaters. Got to use that pass up, Wasn't anything else, but no, it was a good enough movie. Not as good as the first one because of lack of character development, but enjoyable.
Ryan, final thoughts?
It was pretty good. Not as good as the first one. Not a lot of satisfying comeuppance. and I'm still upset that these movies are in no way connected to Freddy Got Fingered.
Remember, 1,000 subs, we review Freddy Got Fingered. Yeah.
Like that subscribe button.
Oh, you ring the motherfucking bell. But yeah, that Jeremy has it right. Is this an enjoyable movie? Yeah. Teenagers will especially like it, especially if you're into the lore of the games.
Oh, trust me, they did. And I knew all about it.
It's certainly not a bad movie. Like when I think like a bad movie, I think like Tron Ares. If you're gonna see something in theaters, the most average movie I've seen in my entire life. I swear. But yeah, some things Jeremy says like it's kind of a filler movie. Yeah, it really was because like I think that whenever they get to the next one, it's gonna be a lot more interesting since you're getting into Springtrap, and I don't think they're gonna want a full animatronic being the villain. So I think that's why they're kind of setting up Vanny to be the villain. But otherwise, if you want to see a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, watch the first one. We'll also be discussing another movie in our scale. So let's get to the scale. So Jeremy, today's scale, we got the animatronic scale. So top of the scale, from a scale of Willy's Wonderland, which was the Jack Nicholson animatronic movie, or Jack Nicholson curb stomped that gorilla in the urinal. Nicolas Cage, is that what I said? Whatever. We reviewed that movie. I'd highly recommend watching that review along with our Five Nights at Freddy's 1 review. Anyways, that's the top of the scale. The bottom of the scale is the brand new Chuck E. Cheese Christmas movie.
Oh, God.
We were going to review that, but we kind of got busy and with real life stuff. So Thermal Miss is mostly canceled this year. Jeremy, where'd you rank this movie?
We're going to slap it in between just because anything with Chuck E. Cheese terrifies me.
Jeremy, it's like the new Chuck E. Cheese, like the cartoon character versions.
Yeah, I'm good without Chuck E. Cheese, man. I got PTSD.
Jeremy, it had like an 8.1 on IMDb.
So well, that's not surprising how easily people are entertained. I'm putting this in between.
All right, fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
I'm also going to slap it in between, and I don't mean that phrase in the way I usually mean it.
Well said.
I'll put it like 75% of the way, personally, because this movie does like the animatronic horror really good. It's just a shame that there's just so much filler and I guess dead time in the movie.
Five Nights at Filler.
5 fillers at Freddy's, more like it. 5 fillers at Toy Chicas. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to our episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you would do if you were locked in Chuck E. Cheese with the animatronics back when they actually had them. Don't forget to ring the fucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.